up, guys? What's up? Wait here with the lecture and lesson 17, guys. Up here for you for the CCENT ICND 100-105, also known as ICND 1, the current CCENT exam that is in use and tested. So we're going to be talking about switches and VLANs in this video, guys. So, without further ado, let's get to it here. So, what I've got here, we're going to move this over. We're going to take a look at the topology. And there we go. We're using GNS3 here this time. Like I said, I'm going to switch between Packet Tracer and GNS3 as needed. But that way I don't show no favoritism towards either or. I like both for their own abilities, to be honest. So, what we're doing, we're talking about the VLANs. VLAN is short for Virtual Local Area Network. So what is that? The best way to explain that is usually I will actually show people. So I'm going to, actually I've got a 2950 right here. One of the basic, what I would call like good lab setup switches here. It's only a 24 port. Now I'm going to show you this switch on the camera. We can see it a little bit there. So what I'm going to do is a VLAN basically can take this entire switch and divide it up into multiple switches virtually or logically. Guess what's up under this thing? That's one of the certifications. Okay, so what it is, they sent it in the mail. Short story. They sent it in the mail and it got bent up a little bit, so I flattened it out by sitting it under this heavy thing. But this is just sitting on my desk. This is a normal 2950. Thinking about giving it away, doing a giveaway on the YouTube channel. So let me know if you guys are interested in something like that for a giveaway. It's just something that I consider. I really don't need it. I just ran into it and I use it to show people that it can be used for labs. And I use it for demonstration so I don't rack it. And if you haven't seen my rack, you can find it in previous videos, but we will start doing a lot more work in the rack. So anyways, what that is, if I'm dividing this up, let's say I want this, and I can even assign the ports I want to. Let's say I want 4 ports right here to seem like a separate switch, and these 4 to be a separate switch. You could do that with VLANs. You can divide a multi-port switch, a switch with as many as 48 ports. You can divide them into 4 ports each to represent a separate network, or separate local area network, better yet, on a switch. But we do that with the ability of a virtual local area networks, also known as VLANs. So looking at this topology, this is what we're going to do. So we got a PC here. We got it 10.1.1.VLAN 10, 10.1.1.1, 10.1.1.2, 10.1.1.3. Notice VLAN 10 for 1, VLAN 10 for 3, and we got a VLAN 20 and VLAN 20. Nothing's been configured to this point in GNS3. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go in here to the PCs and we're going to configure. See if I can actually get to it. Edit config. We're going to configure the IP address of these. Now we said it was going to be 10.1.1. We're going to make it a 255.255.255.0 subnet mask here. And we're going to back that out so we get that configuration complete. Make sure it ain't no spaces. Sometimes I have a bad habit of leaving a space. And then we're going to go up. We're going to go over to here. Edit config. Same thing here. We're going to back that space out. We're going to back that one out. And then let's go ahead and remember this one's a 10.1.1.2. And make sure that we have the appropriate subnet mask. 255.255.255.0. Same with this PC. Going to go over to edit config. We're going to make sure that we have all the spaces out. And I've had a nightmare sometimes when I have not gotten those out. 10.1.1.3, and this is 255, 255, 255, We're going to save. Same thing for over here. We're going to go over to the edit config. We're going to back that out. Delete. Make sure we got no spaces. So we got a 10.1.1.4 and then a 255.255.255.255.255.255.0. And to confirm that this took right, so used to regular PC, IP, let's see if it address. Let's do a show IP. Okay, there we go. Show IP. As we noticed, nothing's basically came up at this point. So I might have to restart the PC for the config to take effect, but no problem. We can just reload, come over here, reload by right clicking them, reload, and over here we'll reload, and then let's confirm. We need to make sure that, see, alright, checking for a duplicate address, so we got a 10.1.1.1, which is correct. Let's see what this one has, 10.1.1.1, alright, so this one, I didn't put the 2 in. Let's make sure this one, so that one should have found, it still ain't coming up correctly. Interesting. Alright, let me look at the config on this one. Oops, I did leave it as a, so there we go. I'm going to have to probably reload, or better yet, let's just stop them all and let them all start back up. That way we know we ain't got no issues. So we got a 10.1.1.3, show IP. There we go, right there. Notice subnet mask. So make sure your IPs are, after you put them in, that they are, so you notice I'm running this 10.1.1.4, 10.1.1.2/24 is the same as saying 255.255.255.0, show IP. Notice now we have IP addresses on all the machines. So let's see if our switch is up. Our switch has not made it up yet. So we're going to bring up the Cisco OSV switch, layer 2 switch is what it's acting as here. So we're waiting for it to come up. It takes a minute. This is a very powerful image, so it actually does not run super well. At least for me it doesn't. But it doesn't run bad. It's still doable. As you can see, like this, usually it flies through these parts here. Here, for some reason, the graphic always is really slow. So we're waiting for these to come up, and once they come up, finish coming up, then we will demonstrate what a VLAN does. Speeding up a little bit now. Now you can see that this is a iOS Enterprise 9M version 15.2, which is one of the newest versions. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put that in SIG mode. Alright, here we go. Our privilege mode. We're going to ping 10.1.1.2. Notice I'm getting a reply. Well, we're going to ping 10.1.1.3. Of course, I'm getting a reply. No VLANs has been set, but we're confirming that the IP addresses can be seen by all the PCs. So on PC 1, we can ping all. Just to show, I'll ping the first one on this, and so on and so forth. All will be able to communicate as needed. 3. And then ping 10.1.1.4, and you can see it's successful. We'll close that out. Just going to confirm the connection on all PCs here, so you guys see. I know they're all going to work, but just to show you guys, it never hurts to make sure that it will work. So we're getting responses. Every PC is able to respond to each other. There we go. So now we got the last PC to check connectivity to. And we're going to ping 10.1.1.1. successful. Ping 10.1.1.2. Successful. And the last one to check, 10.1.1.3. Successful. Now if I wanted to go a step further, I could ping from the switch. But it's okay. That protocol is running. So I won't be pinging from the switch. That's fine. Usually you're going to ping PC to PC from here. Alright, so what we did, we gone to privilege mode with enable. Then we're going to go to config T or config terminal. And this is where we do all of our changes. So let's do, I need it to display the ports so I can actually gather the port numbers. That way I get a general idea where the ports are. So neatly I can tell the switch ports. We're going to need those. Oh, close that. So we keep our windows neat. Alright. So we're going to be configuring on interface gigabit or gigabit Ethernet 00. It's going to take us into interface mode. So the command to set a VLAN, or first to be able to set up, is switch port access, or sorry, mode access. And then notice we get carriage return. So enter. Then to assign it a VLAN, or better yet, yeah, we can go ahead and sign it. But usually I'll do this backwards, and I'll show you guys on the other one. So I'm doing this a way that I normally wouldn't, because basically I guess I'm demonstrating and not thinking as much. But we can do it this way and it will still work. So I'll show you guys. So switch port mode, access VLAN 10. Now either it's going to tell me the VLAN doesn't exist, and it actually creates the VLAN for me. It says access VLAN does not, creating VLAN 10. So we're going to do a show VLAN. Let's see if it created VLAN 10 for us. And it did. And now we're got this port under VLAN 10. Now what we're going to do, we're actually going to come out of here with the end. And we're going to go into config terminal after being in privilege mode. We're going to add VLAN. So VLAN 10, which we got VLAN 20. It's just VLAN and the number, and it creates it. We finished them, so we're going to end. We'll do show VLAN, and we'll make sure that the VLAN's been created. We got a VLAN 10 with gigabit 00 in it, and we got a VLAN 20 which has none in it. But notice VLAN 1 by default has the ports in them. And this is considered, VLAN 1 is considered the native VLAN or the default VLAN. Both mean the same thing basically. Alright, so with that change, now will PC1 be able to ping any of the PCs in this topology. 10.1.1.2. Now notice earlier we were able to ping these addresses. Now it's as if we're not even connected to them anymore. And to show you guys, watch this. I'm going to go back to config terminal, global configuration mode, interface, gigabit 00, and we're going to do no switch or switch port. Actually, we'll do no switch port mode access. And I don't know if that's going to be able to do it, but let's see. Nope, it won't. Okay, so we're going to have to do no switch port access VLAN 10. Now will I be able to ping? It's going to take it a minute actually probably to show up. So let's do show VLAN. Let's make sure that that port is not in VLAN 10 anymore. It is not. It is returned to the native VLAN, or the default VLAN. And we should here eventually be able to ping the other VLANs. Still not accessible at this point, but at some point in time we should be able. There we go. Now it takes a minute to actually assign it to the VLAN, but now I can ping the PCs again. So watch this. We're going to ping T for continuous. I believe that works on here, hopefully. Okay, it does. Ping for continuous. And we're going to do a 10.1.1.2. Oh, cannot resolve. Okay. Ping. Let's see what it gives me. Ping. Count. And we're just going to do a really high count. 10.1.1.2. Cannot resolve C. What? If I could count. Ping. Ping. T or dash T. Ping. Alright, so anyways, we're gonna, I can't really continuous ping it, so going to, I guess, ping it as much as we can. Alright, that's itself, no wonder. Anyways, alright, let's configure it. It takes it a minute to converge anyways, so alright, so let's go. We're going to put that gigabit 00 back to switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. And now watch what happens. So we're going to ping 10.1.1.2. Now look, we got a response of timeout, but eventually, well, actually, technically now we're not communicating with it. So it, notice that we're getting timeout where a minute ago we actually could ping it. Now we're not able to because we have assigned it to a VLAN. We can ping. Now we're getting unreachable. I will get the same here, or a timeout. Notice I'm not getting any pings. And the same to 1.1.3. This is off of PC1, which is 10.1.1.1. We just assigned it to VLAN 10. Now let's see what happens. Can 1.1.1.2, notice we won't be able to ping it back. I'm just going to demonstrate it to you. But we should be able to ping every other PC that isn't assigned to a VLAN. Notice I'm able to ping PC3. It's 10.1.1.3. 10.1.1.4. I will be able to ping it, and these PCs vice versa will be able to. But what's going to happen when I assign PC2 to VLAN 20? So remember, right now we have got to come out of the interface mode, or right then we could have typed a command, but in this case, config T, interface, gigabit. This one is 0/1. We can tell right here. Go inside of that interface, switch port mode access, switch port mode. You can always do a question mark if you're not sure. Access, look, question mark, VLAN, question mark. This one's going to be VLAN 20. Enter. So now we've assigned gigabit 01 to VLAN 20, which makes PC2 into VLAN 20. So now can PC2, you think, ping PC1 in VLAN 10? Well, let's find out. As you see, we cannot. Now, can PC2 ping PC3, which is 10.1.1.3, which is also in, or will be set to VLAN 10. Currently, it is in no VLAN, or in a native VLAN. Notice we're getting timeouts. The same thing. It cannot communicate to it currently. And then we're going to ping PC4, which is 10.1.1.4, which is not assigned to VLAN yet, but will be in VLAN 20. So notice PC2 now is communicating with no PC, the same as PC1. But PC3, we'll pull it up. I will first try to ping PC2. You notice it can't ping PC2. And I'm just going to let it do one so we can save time. I'm going to try PC1. And notice that it's going to be unreachable, but I will still be able to ping PC4. And the same with PC4, to be able to ping PC3, but not 2 and 1. So, okay. We've got VLAN 10 assigned on PC1, VLAN 20 assigned on PC2. Neither can communicate with each other or with the other PCs not assigned yet, but 3 and 4 still concurrently connect. So what we're going to do now, back into global configuration mode, interface gigabit 03. So we can see this is the 03 line coming from the switch. Switch, oh, I got tab on, which it don't really matter. Mode access, switch port access VLAN 10, because PC3 is going to be in VLAN 10. And now we're done, so we'll end. Now, will PC3 be able to ping PC4? It will not now. Notice we're getting a timeout, not a response. So we're getting no communication with PC4. PC4 is the only PC that is left to assign a VLAN. Will we be able to communicate with PC2? And we will not. But will we be able to communicate with PC1? Now we're in the same VLAN. And notice that now we're communicating with PC1. The reason why is they're both in VLAN 10. They are on a separate, they logically really believe that they are on a separate switch from the rest of the other PCs. And I will show you from PC1 here, trying to ping PC2 in VLAN 20, I cannot, but I can ping now PC3 with a response, just for completeness. However, I will not be able to ping PC4 who has not been assigned. And now, just to show you guys right quick, I think it might help some people understand. So notice we can't ping unreachable. PC3 is going to be unreachable, and PC4 is unreachable also. PC2 and PC4 are completely alone. The only ones that communicate right now is PC1 and PC3. Now let's set the last VLAN, which is PC4. So back on the switch, global configuration mode, interface gigabit, let's see what it is. It's 02, yep, 02 gigabit, 02, switch port mode access, that's going to be this right here, and then we're going to do switch port access VLAN. What VLAN is that one in? 20. So VLAN 20, enter. Then let's return back to privilege mode. And now let's see what happens starting from PC1. Let's see what we're able to ping now once they are completely in all their VLANs. So will I be able to ping PC2 with PC1? No, I will not. Will I be able to ping PC3? Yes, I will. They're under the same VLAN. Both are under VLAN 10. Now, the switch is determining the VLANs. The port on the switch determines the VLANs. The PC has absolutely no idea what it's on. It thinks it's on the same. Logically, the PCs think that PC1 and PC3 are on the same switch. But PC3 or PC2 and PC4 are not on the switch with them. It's on a different switch. But physically, as you can see, they are all on the same switch, but the PC actually does not know. The switch knows because it assigns it, but it routes it as separate. Virtually, it makes it two separate switches, or logically. So ping, let's try PC4, now that it's been assigned to VLAN 20. And notice that we will get an unreachable. So PC1 is able to only communicate with PC3. So let's go on to PC2 here. Will we be able to ping PC1 in VLAN 10 from PC2, who's in VLAN 20? No, we will not. Will we be able to ping PC3, who is in VLAN 10 also? We will not. But now will we be able to ping PC4, which is in VLAN 20? And notice now that it's assigned to VLAN 20, we actually can communicate from PC2 to PC4. So just for completeness, let's go over here to PC3. Can I ping PC1 both on VLAN 10? Yes, I can. Will I be able to ping PC2? No, I will not. It's in VLAN 20. Can I ping PC4 in VLAN 20? Notice I will not. Only if they're in the same VLAN can I ping. Now, later you will learn that a router can allow the pings in between and do inter-VLAN communication or inter-VLAN routing. But at this point, we're focusing on the switch and the purpose behind VLAN. So you need to understand that a VLAN logically divides the switch up to act almost as separate switches. So PC3 can ping PC1 in VLAN 10, and PC3 remembers in VLAN 10, but it cannot ping PC2 or PC4, who are both in VLAN 20. Now going on to PC4, the last PC. Can we ping PC1 in VLAN 10 from PC4, who is in VLAN 20? No, we cannot. So from PC4 in VLAN 20, can we ping PC2 in VLAN 20, 10.1.1.2? And yes, we can. And we will ping. Now, can we ping PC3 in VLAN 10 from PC4 in VLAN 20? No, we will not, because it's in VLAN 10. But if I remove, now they're set in VLANs, but let's say I go in and I remove I'm going to remove each configuration from the interfaces on the switch. No switch port mode access, no switch port access VLAN 10, interface GIGO 2, no switch port mode access, no switch port access VLAN 20, and we're going to end, and we're going to do a show run to make sure that that is not in configuration anymore. Here we go. VLAN is usually set under the ports, and we notice that there is no VLAN configuration, which is fine. Okay, so no VLANs. Now, VLANs are removed, and notice now that all PCs ping, because they're back to the same switch. They're not logically configured to think that they're on separate switches anymore. So guys, that is how VLANs work on a switch. You will have to be familiar with this. This is something that you must know. It's popularly used in all environments. I really don't know many people who don't use VLANs in their environment. Maybe smaller companies, but any bigger company nowadays, they use VLANs for security, for division, for many things. VLANs are used, and they're easier, especially management-wise. It's easier than going to unplug a cable and move the cable to a different switch or maybe to a different port than it is to go, oh, they're on port so-and-so, I'll just move them over to VLAN 20. You know, or people switch offices. Instead of physically going up there and switching the cables, you can say, all right, I'm going to switch this port to VLAN 20 and that one over to 10 because that's the offices they switched. And that gives them HR ability. This gives them, you know, accounting port ability, or the accounting department's VLAN. Basically, it's easier to manage. So the point of VLANs is it's easy to manage. You can divide up your traffic. You can divide it up to think that it's logically on a different switch, and control how your network actually communicates, and be able to actually determine maybe which department, as far as monitoring how traffic is being used. Also, VLANs is very popular, so get familiar with them. You will see some form of VLAN questions on your ICND 1 for your CCENT, guys. That does it for this lesson, guys. If you found this video to be useful to you, or you find it very informational, please subscribe, to the channel, as you will continue to get updates of when I'm releasing these videos based on these certifications for networking. I can't explain enough that some of these, when you hear me say this, I promise you're going to see some form or fashion on it, so really focused on these areas. If you have any questions, remember you can reply down at the bottom, guys. You can feel free to do that. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video, which will be lesson and lecture 18. See you guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.